Good morning. Thanks for your company this Wednesday, the 4th of November. I'm Jessica Amir, market analyst with Bell Direct. Well, US equities rallied strongly for the second straight day, continuing their clawback from last week's retreat, which was the worst fall since March. It's important to remember that this is historically what occurs before an election, with capital generally being put to work after a result is known as uncertainty fades. But overnight's rally was more about hope that an election result is just around the corner and that the result will hopefully not be contested. Stocks tied to economic growth again led the rally, like Walgreens and Goldman Sachs, up about 4% each. The Dow Jones ending 2.1% higher, the S&P up 1.8%, and the Nasdaq lifted 1.9%, losing a bit of momentum later in the session though. On the commodity side of things, green and black again across the screen. The oil price lifted almost 3%. It's now at $37.84 US a barrel, and gold lifted about 0.9% to $1,908 US an ounce. As for local trade, the futures are suggesting a bit of hesitation, but a nudge forth in the right direction, up 0.1%, with lots to digest and watch today. Now, one important key thing is that investors will be considering that China has allegedly put a temporary ban on Australian coal, copper ore, wheat, wool and lobster, as well as sugar imports into China from Friday. So traders will be assessing that. Woolworths, meantime, just handed down quarterly results. Group sales up 12% to $17.9 billion, with food sales up 13%. With customers continuing to eat more at home. Other standouts, Big W sales increased over 20%, with toy sales a standout. Endeavour Drinks sales up 21%, bolstered by Dan Murphy's liquor, and online sales the highlights there, while hotel trading continued to fall, impacted of course by Victoria's lockdown, with sales falling 33%. Other results to watch today include Pendal, PDL, their half-year results are out, and AGMs are being held for Domino's Pizza and Cedar Woods Properties. As for trading ideas that could be worth a look, UBS reiterated the owner of IGA, Metcash, as a buy, increasing its price target to $3.25, expecting sales momentum to continue. UBS also thinks Metcash can maintain the customers and market share that they've managed to pick up in COVID-19. And Bell Potter reiterated oncology company Kazia Therapeutics as a speculative buy with a $2 target, and that implies about 153% upside in a year. The next catalyst to watch for KZA, interim data for phase 2 study and another study results due later this month. And Bell Potter upgraded Aussie Bank ABA, their buy rating and target to 570, implying 14% upside in a year. Earnings momentum for Aussie Bank is building as loan book growth strongly rose, and that helped net profit after tax surge 36% in the quarter. This is something that not many banks have been able to do, increase their profit. And lastly, keep an eye on Breville, Chalice Gold Mines and IGO, all showing strong bullish signals according to Trading Central. I'm Jessica Amir. Stay safe. Happy trading.